Hey, what's up everyone? So my plan for this video had been to upgrade this. As you can see, I've got some parts here. Got a new speed controller, some new rear shocks, and I've got the metal gears for it, and a new receiver. However, as soon as I got this body off, I noticed a few problems, especially with the front suspension. But just before we get into that, I just want to give a quick shout out to the channel Pet Monster and Monster Chick. I'm going to have a link in the description up here somewhere. I just wanted to give them a shout out for using the hashtag createnothate, and I think that is just a very good hashtag. You know, it's a very good thing in general. Creating is way better than hating, no matter what the situation. So yeah, just createnothate. Go check out their channel. They highlight a lot of other channels. It's pretty cool. Let's get on with the video now. So, what I noticed with the suspension. As soon as I got that top off, I was like, hey, one of those shocks doesn't look very straight. I have a little bit of breakage in there. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any front shocks I can use. Excuse me. I don't have any front shocks I can use here, so I can't fix this at the moment. However, I also did notice on the rear, it may not be broken, but the shock cap has come off on the bottom there. As you can see, it's down there. It should be up here. Good thing I have some new rear suspension though. Alright, so it turns out there's nothing actually wrong with this shock. It had just completely come apart. So we can just put it back together and it should be good. Well, other than being a low quality shock. Alright, I got it back together. It still has quite a bit of wobble in it though, as you can see. But that will not be improving with such a cheap shock. Eventually, I guess I will upgrade the suspension, other than the rears, obviously. But let's just get back to work on this. I just had to run down to the store to get some thread locker as I couldn't find my other bottle of it. Got that now though, so let's just continue on replacing these gears. So I'm going to need a bit of thread locker to lock these in together here, these couple pieces. And then I'll need some too when installing the gears on the shafts here. So I've been sitting here trying to get this screw through here to get the differential back together. However, I think the holes on the steel part are slightly too small to allow the screws to pass through, which would explain why I was having such trouble. Now I can't even seem to get this screw to come back out. So I think I'm going to have to slightly enlarge these holes, just slightly. Alright, I've cleaned out all the most of the grease so that way any metal chips don't get stuck in there. I was able to find a bit that was just slightly bigger than these holes, so this should work out well. Maybe I'll just drill the plastic first though. See how it goes. Oh, these are the exact same holes as the plastic. However, they're not the same holes as the metal, so maybe this will give me the exact right size. I'm going to need a vise for this. Yeah, I'm going to need a vise. Hopefully I don't. Alright, let's see if the screws go through these holes properly. Well, it still feels a little tight. Although they now do go all the way through and sit flush. Alright, I guess that should be good enough. Let's get restarted on putting this whole thing back together after I get this one screw back out. Alright, we got the diff together. Seems to be running pretty smooth. Let's get it back installed in the diff casing. Alright, so I got the rear end done. A little clicky, but it seems to spin fairly evenly. So that should be good. Guess the next thing is to go ahead and get the front out. That'll be fun. Got the front diff assembled now and it feels buttery smooth. Time to get it in the case. Alright, so I got all the gears changed over in this thing. So we got metal gears throughout now, except I'm pretty sure the spur gear is still going to be plastic, but that's really okay. The diff gears are really the ones that I wanted to get changed over to metal. And we've got that done now. This took a little longer than I had planned on taking. So I'm not going to do any electronics or the suspension today. We'll do that in the next video. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, or questions, make sure to leave them below. If you'd like to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.